are you? This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello, my friends. How are you doing? I pre-shuffled all of your cards. Thank you, by the way, for being here. Thank you for it's you're the reason why this channel has been existing since 3 years already. So thank you so much. If you want to take advantage of this sweet deal of such a huge takeaway from a private healing reading or from a private coaching call, go ahead and make use of it. universalpowertarot@gmail.com. All the information down below. Also the prices again. What we pulled for you today is very interesting. Also, the energies. We have the Oracle card, wait for important information, but we'll get to that in a little bit. It's interesting too. Okay, I'll get to why that is interesting when she's holding that cup. That's tea, and I'll tell you why. As I was starting your reading or starting to shuffle the cards, I all of a sudden started to have like a mean headache. It just came out of nowhere. And they want you to know, Spirit wants you to know, it will disappear in the same way too. So you may be having like a strong headache that comes out of nowhere, but it's disappearing in the same way too. Or it may just do that for you, okay? What they're telling me here is try herbal tea. And when I would asked which one, they just said herbal because I wrote down tea first. And you will know, like when you walk past an aisle, for example, that has tea, you will know which tea to pick. And seems also to be an exercise in self-care, but also in trusting your body that it will pick out the right thing, okay? Just for you to know. Also, with the Oracle card popping up, and I'm, oh God, you're starting to channel or you're starting to receive way more information now because that's what the headache may be coming from too. So as I was saying, what I'm seeing in this one here is, the sun, from astrology. So your sun sign may become more prominent, or there's something sun going on in your life. And what I'm getting now is almost like a prophecy that's being fulfilled. Very interesting, Gemini. And this is why you're having the headache too. It's all like connected to make yourself one with your body. There's also lots of feminine energy that I'm getting with this. You may want to cover your, yes, exactly. Okay, yes. Some of you are new to this, are new to the channeling, are new to the spiritual experiences. You can cover your head. This will help ease your headache too. Because when you cover your head, either with a cloth or with a hand that covers your crown chakra. And you can also ask for spirit to make it a little bit less intense. And again, tea is going to help you heaps, and walk by the tea aisle and just feel. You can also stretch out your hand. It'll immediately make you stop at the tea that you need. And you can also ask, is this for me? And you'll receive a yes or no answer. Okay. Very, very interesting. Oh, it's interesting that I just slapped that card there. There was something about respect too. Be mindful of that. I just want to say, I once and no judgment from my side, and I'm going to give you the example. I was once, having knee problems, and I was being told by, a person that reads energies too, that I need to have a little bit more respect. That's why I had knee problems. And you know what my reaction was? I laughed. And that was so crazy, right? Because, yeah, I'm, getting lesson after lesson in humility. And there may be something here for you too, where you'll receive lessons in humility. But not to feel bad about it at all, please, Gemini, okay? It's just like you're becoming aware of something, and then it unfolds from there. It's what you don't see, what you don't know, you can't be guilty for. You can't be, please don't do that, because it's like when you see something, you see it, then you can actually decide whether yes or no you want to still do that or no. But when you don't see it, you just simply don't see it, okay? Please don't beat yourself up over this. Here we go. What else is there for you? Woo! Beautiful. You have the flower of life. This is reminding, right there. No, right there. Interesting. Yep. This is reminding of that we're all one. But I believe you're very strongly on your path to this. It's away from the ego. Again, a lesson in humility, but not, I hope you understand this right. I really do. And I hope I can bring it across correctly. Sometimes I'm lacking the words to express what's coming through, as it's not coming through in words. It's coming through in something else. Energy or emotions or whatever it is. But yeah, But this is the lesson in humility, growing towards more and more oneness. We all accidentally, or sometimes also by accident, or not by accident, sometimes also on purpose, are hurting people. And when we don't know, we don't know. But the moment we become aware of it is when you have a chance to switch that behavior. And that's what I'm strongly getting here. They're also highlighting the snake. So transformation, learning how to deal with things in a different way. And I'm also seeing like the offering. So you may have offered something maybe for Samhain, for, Halloween, the Day of the Dead. I think it's All Saints, how you translate it, like the German word. You may have, build an altar and offered something to those that are in the spirit realm, is what I'm getting here. Beautiful anyways. It's no longer, it's when you're looking in the mirror, you see many. That's what the flower of life is, because there's the exact opposite card. It's the self card, and that one actually has a mirror on it, and that's what they just showed me right now. But yours is so colorful. Yours is so colorful, Gemini. You see many. When you look in the mirror, you see many. Love it. What else for Gemini? Thank you. 9 of Wands. Okay. Don't be afraid, darling. Don't be afraid. It's all good. This is a bit of what I'm getting with the 9 of Wands is being afraid of others invading that space. It's also a strong aha. So this was from your past. Maybe when you were early. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. This was from your past. So whenever in the past you felt like someone was invading your space because you couldn't have those boundaries, or you didn't have them up because you weren't allowed to in the past, is now when you have full permission to have your boundaries up. Because even though you love and light, you're also a little bit of fuck off energy, and you really, really need this. You really, really need this. And I love this shift all of a sudden when I didn't quite get it right? And then it was immediate correction. It was no. So there must be going on an internal process within yourself, Gemini, where it's just like, no, this is how we used to be. This is how we used to deal with situations like this. It no longer is like that. Things have shifted for you tremendously, and you're now in a state where you're absolutely allowed, and not just allowed, they're asking you to protect yourself, to shield yourself off, to shield your gorgeous energy here, Gemini, when you need to. This is also particularly important when dealing with the spiritual world, right? Because, and I mentioned this actually in the Taurus reading, when you're new to this, you need to be sure, first of all, that you're not under the influence when you're channeling. This is really important because you may draw in something that you do not want to channel. And other than that, it's just, be discerning who you're letting in, human or non-human. I love the oracle thing. That's such a strong indicator for your reading and for what's going on. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Ooh, wow. I'll show it to you in a second. Hang on. Hang on, please. 1 second. Whoa. Holy crap. Because she is not, the seer here, the oracle is not seeing. She's not seeing with her regular eyes. Neither is this one. And of course, the High Priestess isn't either, because they're all not seeing with their regular eyes. It could not be more clear to me that you're channeling, that you're receiving information through a different means. You could use tools such as tarot cards or other, divination means. But ultimately, you're the conduit. You're the one that brings it down to earth. You're the one that trusts his or her intuition, his or her feelings. Hence, it's so important, whatever physical things are occurring within you right now, physical ailments or any other physical states, that you're really feeling into them. What do you need? Oh, interesting. For example, if someone prescribes you medication, first of all, look up what that is and then test it out on yourself. Is this really? And it's interesting that she's holding up those, because that's how you do it. You put something in your left hand. This could also be a reminder for some of you too, who may have been doing it but have forgotten it with something. You can test out food. You can test out medication. If it pulls you to the front, it's for you. If it pulls you to the back, it's not for you. And to do just that. And even if the doctor, for example, says take it for 7 days, and you're feeling after the fourth you no longer want to take it, you test it out and then you see how you go with it. But it's very, very interesting because it all comes down to you are the high priestess. You do have the power, Gemini, to determine what your life looks like. And with the Two of Crystals, that's like a decision that is pending upon you, a decision that needs to be made. And it's also interesting that she has her hands like this. It's not a decision like, it's almost like it's turned around in a way, that decision is. Because why would she hold them like this? It's way harder to hold something up like this. If she just did this with her hands, it'll be so much easier. So there may be some untangling that is happening or that needs to happen in your life here, Gemini, because that would make your decision so much easier. No longer, do not, yes, take into account others, but not in the sense of, you shouldn't rely on their opinions, especially not right now, because you are the opinion that you should be relying on. That's what this reading is basically screaming at me right now, and screaming at you too. So untangle that, maybe make a list of pros and cons of each decision that you have to make or take, right? But it could also mean a sense of a little bit of confusion here still. Like I said, the back and forth. When are you stepping into your inner child, and when are you stepping into your adult self when it comes to putting your walls up, or when you come, not even putting your walls up, but defending yourself. And that could be kind of like a crux for you here. Yes, you love to be love and light. We all do. Excuse me. But sometimes that love and light comes down to tough love, because a a yes to someone else that is not being felt by you as a yes is a no to yourself. And a no to the other person when it's really a no for you is perfect, because that's great. And that's love and light, because you have your stuff down and they will learn from that too. When you set a boundary, you set a boundary, right? You don't just do it a little bit, you set it in place, okay? Very interesting. And I'm again getting that channeling image here with the crown being highlighted. Water is also going to help you guys. Like if you're feeling too much energy, the earth, like release it to the earth with your hands. Also be mindful, because water enhances this, right? So when you're sitting on a well of water, knowingly or unknowingly, some of you will find that out about your house or the spot that you're doing stuff on. When there's a lot of water, also trees is what they're highlighting, of course, because under trees, there are often, an accumulation of water because they're drinking so much. So be mindful of that, especially in the beginning stages, because the beginning stages is when all this really comes into account. It'll change later on. It's just a matter of getting used to the energies, getting used to, your practice, your craft here. Okay. I love it. And then with the High Priestess, I just want to, 1111, look at this. I just want to mention with the High Priestess here, what does she have on her gown? It almost felt like the lotus flower and jewelry, but that's not quite what it is, but that's what it looked like to me immediately. And she's quite safe, quite secure in her dealings, with the other realms. This is you in the evolutionary position of all of this, trusting herself. She has the crown on. She knows what she's doing. She can now help others, or he. It's not gender specific. And this is what this is talking about. Okay, what can Gemini do right now to help themselves? Okay, read the oracle is what they said. All right, we'll do that. So, to help yourself is, I'll leave her right there. Wait for important information, Gemini. Be open and receptive to information. And this is like all of that. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. That's a decision here, right? That needs to be made. So, a list of pros and cons, but also please use your heart, not just your head. That's really important. Feel into it. The oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck. The answers to who will be your best outspoken girlfriend. Someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, she's reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see. Remember? The eyes are closed in all of these pictures, and she has she's blindfolded, right? Look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your situation, Gemini, okay? Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs. Remember 1111? Yes, signs and messages that will point you to the right direction. Perfect. You're being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves because at the moment you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you are willing to truly open your eyes. Wow. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed. Then you know what to do. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. And this is where the messages come in, right? For you. Oh, I love this. Good stuff. So this was your advice. I really hope this was helpful and insightful to you. We're going to continue your reading with your extended over on Patreon, where we'll pull more cards, tarot actually, to look further into your situation and to maybe also receive more information that might help you with your decision. We'll see what wants to come through. It's not in my hands, but we'll see. You can also head on over to Patreon because I sometimes write like a little text that you can preview so you can see what the extended kind of is about. I don't always do it because it's not always easy to put it in a compact format for myself. So, anyways, link down below to Patreon. If you want to book a reading, please reach out at universalpowertarot@gmail.com. November, December discount of 33.3% on all readings and private coaching calls. Okay, my friends, really hope this was helpful and insightful to you. I'll either see you over on Patreon or next time. Bye bye.